a better relationship with his children's mother. I'm going to manifest that, because at the end of the day, if I'm not going nowhere, she's clearly not going nowhere, because she's the mother of his children, and we have to at some point be. Alright y'all, welcome back to the channel. These hats won't stay on. We got these last minute because we stayed at home for New Year's. It's just us. The clock just struck 8 minutes ago. Okay, bloopers. I'm gonna keep these in here too. But anyways, once again, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for all the support that you have been showing me. I am at 600 subscribers in a month, and I am super duper grateful. Today's video will just be a little recap on what 2020 has taught us. We're just gonna kind of talk off the top of the dome, because that, to me, it seems more genuine. And here's my lovely husband / boyfriend. Say hi. He don't talk much. He's a mute.
Hola.
Ignorant. But anyways, okay. Just to start the video off, I just want to say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Did I say that already? Okay. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, and if you do, comment below so you can be in the post notification shout outs. I just did a video curling my wig, but I was trying to rush and hurry up and start this video, because I wanted to be on camera by 12 o'clock so it could be genuine, but we was a little late. However, though, this is the way it turned out. I think I did a good job.
I like it.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks. Mm-hmm. But so like I said, today's video will just be things 2020 has taught us. So let's start from the beginning. 2020 in January, we had known each other for what, two months? I knew you was thinking that. In the beginning, I'm gonna insert the clip. In the beginning, okay. In the beginning, we only had known each other for 2 months in January 2020, and we was already living with each other. I had already met his kids, and it was kind of crazy actually. We were living in a 1-bedroom apartment with his 3 kids. And
the pandemic.
No, the pandemic didn't start
till tomorrow. Yeah, that's when it got rough. Yeah.
So we literally was like super fresh, new, but we was like, you would think that we knew each other for a long time. I was just actually doing a recap on Instagram, and in January it was crazy. It was like we had known each other for like ever. But anyways, fast forward to March, we at work. We both work for the school districts, and we get the call like, you know, school is in there early today. And we kind of just didn't take it serious for real. We thought like, okay, yeah, COVID, it'll be over in a little while. We'll be back to work. And we about to approach another March, and it's still the pandemic. Neither one of us has been back to work in the building since March of 2020. Yeah, 2020 does slow. But anyways, what was your thought process on the beginning of 2020?
It was most definitely different. It wasn't a bad different though. It was just like excuse me. It was more just like an adjustment period, if you want to say that. Not a bad adjustment for me, but the adjustment for her was a little much, I think. But I could understand going from living by yourself to having a built-made family. Yeah. And I was kind of slow about doing certain things. She had she saw vision that I didn't see, so it's important to support your better half or other half, however you want to say it, when they see something that you don't see. Because our living situation now is better and cheaper.
Right.
So, you know, it's almost like January didn't really mean nothing because what we got to now. So you look back at the stuff you went through, and if it was any year, as long as you made some progress and got where you wanted to go.
Yeah, we made a ton of progress in 2020, even though you would think COVID. And that's one thing I am blessed. Like, I feel like we blessed because we didn't really lose anything in 2020, and a lot of people did.
jobs, family members.
Like, so we really didn't lose anything. We both maintained 2 jobs apiece during the entire year. And that's a blessing for real. Like, I really feel like that taught me like a ton in itself. Like the responsibility of like, you know, getting to a second job and just having like an extra income.
You get used to it.
Yeah, you get
like,
for sure. Like I'll be needing that money because I don't work my second job that I had in the beginning of the year anymore. But I still have another job now. And it's like I said, it just taught me a lot, like a whole lot. It made me appreciate more, like just having more money, like, you know. I don't know. I just was always like, I'm not working 2 jobs. I didn't go to school for that. But shoot, when that money got to rolling in, 2 job me, please.
And it's just a supplemental income. Everybody say you need multiple streams of income. So, you know, you don't have to do it forever, but you could do it to knock some bills down, to do a little traveling, to accomplish some things. Like, I don't believe our travel game would have been as strong if we didn't have a supplemental income.
Yeah.
Some of the gifts and some of the memories we shared wouldn't have been the same. Like, I really feel like her birthday, I can't even say probably, her birthday, I've never done for anyone what I've done for her birthday. But to be able to do it is not even that I did it or I did this for you, I did that for you. When you can do something for somebody you care about, it make you feel even better on the inside, especially if they appreciate it, they like it more than what you like it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that to me was the biggest, you know, blessing in 2020 and going into 2021. Now we can move a little bit more strategically. We had to absorb a lot of costs, brand new furniture, I got a new truck, household appliances, clothes for the kids. It was a lot of stuff, and now that I'm in 2021, my children will be 13 and 11. Yeah, and 18. She'll be, I'm not even counting 18. She's so grown. She already thinking about going HBCU.
Right.
Hopefully Spelman. That's what she want to do. But it just helped me believe in myself as a man that no matter what your situation is, you know, because I left a situation where I walked out the door with the clothes in my back.
Right.
And came up. She pretty much wanted me to throw all my clothes away because now I see what she meant by like, okay, you don't need this, you don't need that. I keep some of it because a lot of it is dressy, but in general, you know, my wardrobe is all new, my shoe game is all new, my townhouse is all new, and my woman used to be new, but now she old. She turned 29.
I am old. That's bold. But anyway, yeah, that was a good way to put it though. Like we really have been blessed this year. And I really think back and reflect, like, we really level up, like, in 2020. Like, how do you level up in the pandemic?
That's what I was saying. Like, I saw somebody else post something like, 2021 was supposed to be a bad year. It had been a bad year for everybody, but not for me.
2020.
Yeah, 2020 was a bad year for, you know, most people, but the person was saying, like, it wasn't bad for her.
Yeah.
And I completely feel the whole sentiment that it really wasn't. It was an adjustment, but I probably have traveled in just this, I can't even say year. Let's just go from July.
July.
July. I probably have traveled in the 6 months leading into 2021 more than I have in at least the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah. So, and then it was purposeful travel. It's one thing to get drugged to family reunions in Tennessee with your mama, go on vacation with your family. It's a whole nother level when it's just you and your partner. Y'all sitting in jacuzzis, y'all sitting under, you know, palm trees and, you know, on beaches, getting bit up by sandflies.
Definitely got bit up
so
so
you
bad.
know, like the last, I mean, we almost didn't make it to our last vacation, but that would have been a big regret on both our ends. She had to understand. She had to work through some stuff. I had to work through some stuff. But then you look back in hindsight, like every time I watch the videos, it's like how could. And I always tell her this, like, don't go to sleep angry. Like, always try to mend stuff before you go to bed because you don't know who's going to wake up.
I seen the meme that said, me and my wife said, if this hat fall off my head one more time. Me and my wife said we wasn't going to go to sleep angry. We've been up since Friday.
So that, you know, we almost, and you know, not to talk about other people, but it was people around us saying, you know, that she wasn't going to go, or I was saying to people I wasn't going to take her. All that outside noise, at the end of the day, it was just me and her there.
And we literally, it was like the best vacation. Like, don't get me wrong, y'all know I love Houston. If y'all follow me, y'all know I love Houston. But it was just an experience that like when I think about it, I almost get emotional because it's like an experience that I never thought I would ever encounter, because it was like you get off the little van thing, and then they greet you, and you know, they take your luggage, they give you drinks. It's like a beautiful, beautiful view outside your freaking hotel room. And I just never experienced that before. And it's just like really crazy how there's other places in the world to be seen. And
besides Miami,
right,
in Atlanta,
yeah,
LA,
and it's just in Houston, for real,
Houston.
because like that place was very beautiful to me. Like that was the most beautiful thing I've ever
serene.
saw.
It was serene and peaceful. It was
just, and that boat ride, oh my god,
yeah, it felt like it was just us.
I just couldn't believe I was on a boat in the middle of the ocean looking at the islands. Like it was beautiful, and I would literally, I'm so glad I went. Like I kept saying, I'm not going, I don't care, and I'm just so glad I went.
So don't let your anger or a situation, you know, make you not do something that you truly want to do.
And it was life-changing.
One of my boys was like, you know, go anyway. I know what you said. I know what's going on. My right-hand dog, I can't say his name in here because hopefully he watches, but he was like, go anyway and just show her that no matter what y'all going through, you still going to be there and do X, Y, and Z. And so now looking back in hindsight, it was great advice. And it
made us closer, honestly.
Yeah, well, it was a night I rolled the dice up in there. It was, and I won.
Yeah.
It feel good to gamble with the money and you win. So we had a real deep conversation about some stuff that was troubling our relationship. And then people came for our relationship there. You know what I mean? And I'd tell her, like, you know, she's extremely submissive, even though she don't want to say it. Women don't like to be. She will ask me what I want to do, how I want to do things. But it was this one issue where she wasn't being submissive, and I wasn't mad at her. Sometimes you gotta let that person lead, let them vent, let them do what they gotta do, because hey, I can't hold her back off y'all forever. So even though it may have made things a little bit more tense, I'm glad she got her feelings out. She can't say she wasn't hurt.
Yeah. And that was important. Like I said, we had a conversation there that made us extremely closer. It's been honestly better since we've been back, to be honest. And that's another point that I wanted to make in this video. Like, just being with him, your face lit up. You miss your kids, don't you?
Yeah, didn't eat that of him to text me.
Right.
Yeah.
That was another point that I want to make in this video, because like with us being together for a little over a year now, I wanted to just kind of talk about how I've changed and evolved as a woman in my relationship. Like, he'll say all the time, like, I fought him so hard for the first 6 months. And I don't know if I said this in a previous video, but I think I did. And I was like, I literally had this wall up where I just was like, it's going to be something wrong with this man. Like, don't get me wrong, there's something wrong with him for sure. But it's like, the good outweigh the bad. You get what I'm saying? So I just learned a lot about myself in this relationship. Like, learning that I was not where I probably wasn't even ready for this relationship, to be honest. Well, we did grow together, but honestly, I wasn't even ready for this relationship. Like, I had a lot of issues. He did too, but I just can only speak for myself, where I had a ton of issues where I had to literally take a step back and be like, relationships are not going to be easy, sis. Like, you got to throw the towel in and literally figure this out. Like, you can't sit up and, oh, I'm done. I can't do this. I'm blah, blah. Because what does that do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man, and I'll just name a few things that he does that just makes me feel like, where else am I going to get this? Like, just the fact that, boy, you so aggravating. But just the fact that, like, when I'm thirsty, like, he know I snore in my sleep. The fact that when I wake up in the morning, he got water by the bed. He rub my feet on demand. He do it without asking. He does a lot to make me feel like I just know I'm not gonna get that nowhere else. Like, I'm really willing to, like, go down this rocky road with him because of how good he makes me feel and how important he makes me feel. Like, I was just telling my TikTok live, I was like, they was like, yeah, my man, he done clean or whatever. You know, I do all the cleaning, I do all the cooking. And I had like a little moment. I'm like, damn, my man clean. He washed clothes and fold them.
I cook breakfast.
He cooked breakfast. He don't cook, but I mean, he'll cook breakfast. I cook
breakfast and I grill.
Yeah, he'll grill if I season it. But like, he does the leg work like he's supposed to do. Like, and I just be thinking like, dang, I really had a moment. I was like, I really do got a good man. Like, there was so many women in my life, and they was like, your man do what? Excuse me?
Now, ladies, if you're looking for this treatment out there, you need to get you a good man.
It's getting tired. The line is getting tired.
I'm saying you need to get a good man. What you thought I was about to say?
Anyways, but yeah, those things just make me realize what I got at home in 2020. Like, I'm blessed for real. He kind of ugly and his hair is uneven, but he a good man. And I take the uneven hair. Boy, what you gonna say? I'm fat?
No.
Oh, okay. Anyways, but yeah.
I mean, she might be a little plump, but there's other things that are plump too. So, so you gotta take the good with the bad.
But yeah, 2020 just, like I said, just made me learn about myself in this relationship. Like, let this man lead. Just go ahead and let him lead and be a man. That's real important. And I'm getting there. Haven't I got better, babe?
Our understanding of things have gotten better. She's gotten better because I'll tell anybody, you know, I always bring it back to the lottery. They say easy come, easy go. You know, people that if it came easy, it's gonna go the same way it can. Mm-hmm. So if you got to put some work into a good relationship, it's gonna be hard work, but it's gonna be a relationship that lasts. It didn't come easy. It ain't gonna go easy. So the things that she has improved on, like we used to argue a lot about, like little to nothing. But you got to kind of learn the person you with and kind of see when they starting to go down that path. I could tell at night, you know, we've been hanging out and she's just so worried about the drive. And even though I've been with her a year and a half, no tickets, no accidents, but that don't invalidate, you know, if she's worried about if we've been somewhere having some drinks and we're on our way home. Like tonight, we may go somewhere and have some drinks or whatever, but at the same time, you have to allow the person that you're with to be the person that they are. You know what I mean? Like the things she like to never drive. Mm-hmm. So if you don't like to drive when the person is driving, let that person drive unless it's just out of control. But that was one of the bigger issues we had, which she got better with. Even with me, with the cleaning, I'm the type of person where I don't necessarily mind cleaning, but I work a lot. So if you gonna clean, cool. But if you're not going to do it and I see it's not there, I'm not a complainer either. Mm-hmm. So you can't complain about something that somebody else don't do if you ain't doing it too. Yeah. So, and once it get done, then y'all
Wait, what? Are you trying to be shady?
No, you can't complain about what somebody else ain't doing if you ain't doing it too. I can't complain about the taste of your food if I ain't like, okay, let me cook it.
Oh, okay.
I can't complain about you not folding and washing clothes if I have never made an attempt. So I'm just saying, let that person do what's comfortable for them, and then they'll see you working and struggling or whatever the case may be. And if they really love you, they should meet you where you at. You know what I mean? And so, you know, like I just did her closet over the other day. And she was like, we want to get another dresser, which we will, because I think, you know, she knows the decor. But when she came in the closet, she was like...
Well, really, I feel like we don't even need another dresser now.
No. But I was, for decorative purposes, if she wanted the other dresser, cool. But she looked in the closet and was like, whoa.
Yeah, he's just extremely neat. Like, don't get me wrong, and I probably said this in another video too, but I'm not dirty at all.
She's girl dirty.
Yeah,
so
like...
that means makeup, lashes, curling arms.
My clothes on the side of the bed.
Purses, shoes.
But like the house is clean for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Besides like my little knick-knack stuff. Like my whole YouTube setup is in the middle of the living room right now. Ring lights. Other lights.
But it don't make the house junky. It's just and then we got a place for it. So you know, if we want to move.
If I want to move it, I can. But like I said, it's just like we learned each other within this year, and like 2020 really taught me that patience is really important. Like just like the adjustment with the kids. Like I used to complain, like, oh my God, they're not cleaning up after themselves, or oh my God, you need to say something to them about this, or oh my God, this. And it's just like everybody just kept saying like, what are you really expecting? Like you have to be patient. Like it's an adjustment period for everybody in the situation, for them, for him, for me. Like everybody's adjusting at the same time. So, you know, that taught me too, like, you know, but I'm new to this, and that's what I kind of just wanted him to understand a little bit. Like I know I probably was complaining and a pain in the neck, but I'm so extremely new to this. Like he's been married before. He has children. You know what I'm saying? I've never lived with a man before, let alone a man with kids. You know what I'm saying? So it was an extreme adjustment period for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never done this before. It is crazy as hell to me. So
do I need to be backed up? Like I said, if I clean the house from top to bottom, I'm not gonna come home and see it destroyed.
Yeah.
So even though she didn't clean it, she gonna help maintain it. And if I don't feel like cleaning, eventually she will. But that's one thing one of my homeboys was saying, like, if you got a good woman, she treats you good, y'all vibe in the bedroom, y'all travel together, y'all can joke, y'all can play, you really about to complain about these heels being on the stairs?
Yeah.
Out of all the stuff that's going on positive, I'm going to complain because you left the top off the toothpaste, and that's what I'll be trying to get people to understand. You can't get 10 out of 10. You got to get 7.5, 8 out of 10. We can work on the other 3 over the time.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's the whole thing, you know. So now that the adjustment has been taking place, what's the next step? You know what I mean? That's something y'all can answer, something y'all can leave in the comments.
But yeah, and that's another thing too, like with the pandemic, I wear like my stress on my sleeve basically. Like I feel like kind of trapped because I want to go to work at least. I'm at that point of the pandemic. Like I at least want to go to work.
Can I tell them what you used to say before when we was working every day? She'd get up like, oh my God, I don't want to go to work.
Yes, every day. Every day.
Now she's like, please let me go to work. So
yes.
The pandemic 2020 has taught you to appreciate certain small things.
Yes, like getting out the house every day. Like don't get me wrong, I do stuff. But I not a whole lot though. I spend more time home than I do things for sure.
Well, everybody does at this point.
Yeah, but
not everybody. Some people still moving around.
But I'm just saying, like, just the fact that he gets to go to work 4 days a week. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had that ability, like, to just go to work 4 days a week or do something productive. Not going over my homegirl house to have a glass of wine and gain 50 pounds. No, I want to do something productive. And excuse me.
My God.
And I've found that my YouTube has been helping me take my mind off of things, but I was about to say that. I have to find a motivation to kind of just get up and you gotta stay in the video. You gotta find the motivation to. No, that's why I didn't turn it.
You gotta scoot over something. You gotta edit this.
But I just found the motivation to. Wait, what? What was I saying? Oh, no.
The YouTube motivation.
Oh yeah, the YouTube is giving me something to do. But like I said, I just have to find motivation to kind of just like find a topic and just talk about it. And I guess, you have anything else to say?
No, I mean, I'm interested to see where 24 and 5 is going to go, because eventually this pandemic going to lift up, everything going to get back to play. I feel like my kids are at a really good age, you know what I mean, because the age of her and the age of me and the age of my kids, which I got kids, but I don't have babies.
Right.
So in 4 or 5 years, my daughter will be 15 to 16, the rest of them be grown. So having a 16-year-old around the house can be a pleasure and it can be a pain. But in terms of going to the store, cleaning up, cooking, things like that. So I'll be at the point where I'm just really mentoring, guiding as a father. Same kind of thing she does to me in a relationship. She's mentoring, she's guiding me, emotionally supporting me. So it said 2021. And that's one thing I saw this post. They said when you get older, time seems to move faster, or you get more of a relativeness of time. I think sometimes I try to explain to her all the time, like, you know, you just don't see what you saw when you were younger. Like, you're like, oh my God, this, that, and the other, time moving slower, I ain't doing nothing. And you look up, now you look at 2021, it was like it never was here. It came, baby. Or 2021 gonna do the same thing 2020 did. It's gonna be like it was never here, especially if we get out and get active. I'm just saying, if you went to college, them 4 years, when you got there, you complained your freshman, your sophomore, your junior year, then your senior, you looked up and said, oh my God, where'd the time go? Yeah. So now that you get to be 28, 29, 30, this, you're gonna look up, you 40, like, 40, oh my God, where'd the time go? So enjoy the time, don't press every issue, you know, enjoy the person you with, enjoy your situation, make plans, make goals, achieve them. Like one of my biggest goals this year is to get rid of a lot of debt. Yeah. And to probably house hunt, you know. For me and my fiance. Now, ladies, not playing.
Don't play with me, okay? Sit back and relax and enjoy the show. But anyways, yeah, so we just did this video to kind of just recap on 2020. It's a lot more that could have been said. I like it like that. You like you the Monopoly man.
What?
And then we going through, like I said in our last videos, we still going through the same ongoing issue. But I feel like 2021 will solve all of that. And we'll be back at peace. But right now, it's a little hectic in our household. And it's okay. Every week it's like a feeling of like anxiety.
Emptiness.
Emptiness, yeah.
But nothing can be, what can't ever be understated is that you can be with someone and they may not necessarily can fill a void or they don't replace certain things, but you know who was in your corner when you was at your lowest, you know who's trying to make you feel better, you know who's pushing you to be better. And so if you got somebody that's pushing you to be better, even if it's like, when people say pushing you to be better, they're like, oh yeah, she's trying to give you, you know, relationship advice, career advice, pushing you to be better. But like, hey look, let's get up and take a walk in the morning. That's something we haven't done, which we need to get back to. We used to go walking in the summertime. So we might have to get us some thermal gear and start walking in the wintertime. I want to do some videos where, you know, I work out a lot. I want to show her whole body and everything so you can see the progression. And so ladies, if you got you a good man, and not only do he help feed your mind, nurture your spirit, he should be helping you with your body. Like, that's the last chicken wing. Or that's, you know, no more pot. Like, that's the last chicken wing. Like, don't eat that. Don't drink that. Oh. No more pot, like things like that. Like, we was really at a good point where we really wasn't doing pop. And I started falling off a little bit, but 2021 is going to give us an opportunity to reset some things. So that's what's beautiful about time and taking advantage of the time you've been given.
Yeah, I just hope, I'm not even going to say hope, I'm going to manifest that 2021 is going to be a good year. We get more close-knit with our family, our kids, even though I'm not the mama. But,
you're going to edit that out. Okay.
But, I mean, I do feel pressure, like, you know, I want a better relationship with the kids. You know, it ended up rocky. 2020 ended rocky between all of us, and I do want a better relationship between the 4 of us, not just me and the kids, all of us and the kids. Open line of communication. Hey, you can come to us and talk to us if there's an issue. A better relationship with his children's mother. I'm going to manifest that, because at the end of the day, if I'm not going nowhere, she's clearly not going nowhere, because she's the mother of his children. And we have to, at some point, be cordial and have some type of speaking ground.
We just got to get better these next 4 years. Because, like, it's 4 to 5, and after that, they 17 to 18. But we don't want this next 4 to 5 to be as tumultuous as
I really don't want that. And I don't know if she understands that, but if you're watching, I'm just going to say this to you. Happy New Year. And if you ever want to talk, we can. But I don't want to, you know, have an issue, because we don't have to. We have to raise these kids together. No matter... there's no way to put it but the fact that we're all in these kids' life, and there's no other way around that. I'm here to stay, hopefully, you know what I'm saying? And we're making ourselves better. We're in counseling. We're being better people for each other, for the children. We make mistakes. We're human. And 2021 hopefully will bring something better to this situation. Anyways, guys, I gotta call people back because my phone is banging with New Year's Eve plans. It's like, no, it's probably not, but my hat keeps sliding. I'm like doing the Ray J challenge right now. Every time my hat just keep going somewhere else. But anyways, y'all, I thank you guys if you made it to this point and watching the video. I will have another video uploaded sometime this week. Actually, I'm gonna get a schedule going. But however, if you stayed this long, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, post notifications, and all of that. And we will see you guys in the next video. Love y'all, and Happy New Year's. So Happy New Year's. Kiss. Mwah.